Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on Hardcore Mode. I'm your host, Colors Fade. This is Episode 1. In the previous series, the Lords of Lipo were forced to let Istvan Toth leave Talmberg Castle unharmed. As insurance, Toth took Henry's father, Lord Radzig, as a prisoner, and promised to release him once he reached the border. Not trusting Toth, but unable to defy his lords' honor, Henry and Hans rode out and were relieved to find Sir Radzig in one piece. Afterward, the Lords of Lipa met with Margrave Jobst, and together they hatched a plan to send messengers to Otto von Berghoff to determine which way his allegiance blows in the current conflict between King Sigismund and his captive brother, King Wenceslas. And so we're here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, ready to start a new game, folks. This is fantastic. This game is a huge upgrade from the first game, and I love the first game. We're going to play it in hardcore mode, just like we said, and just like we did the last game. So, new game. Select the play line. We'll start there. We're going to do hardcore mode. Henry has to choose 3 of these negative traits, negative perks. So, Somnambulant, which was fun and interesting in the first game, it actually seems to trigger much more often in the second game, and I like that a lot. So we will select that perk. And then Hangry Henry. Now, I've not used this one, but in my one hardcore play, which I only played for about 20 hours just to kind of get a feel for the game, food was not really an issue for Henry. So I like the idea of taking this and trying to make food more of an issue. And then he's got a bunch of others: Picky Eater, Bashful, Punchable Face, Menace. Tales of the wicked deeds of Henry Escalitz have preceded you to new lands. The law will keep a closer eye on you. I don't really want to do that. There actually is a whole lot of nefarious stuff that you can do in this game because quests are going to ask you to do it. I took this one in my prior testing out hardcore playthrough, and it wasn't an issue because I generally don't do a lot of illegal stuff, and the illegal stuff I did, I didn't get caught. But I don't really want to do that for this playthrough because I don't want anything super permanent to happen and derail the playthrough. What I do want to think is a Picky Eater, you'd prefer to only eat your maws in better places so you don't eat that much. Your pickiness causes all food in your inventory to spoil 25% faster. When getting animals, you're also pickier and get only a quarter of the meat and other items. It's not a big deal. It's just going to force us to hunt more, which is actually okay because we're going to be shooting more and getting better at shooting and getting stronger. So we like all of these.
Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! I need help here, damn it! You grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
Right off the bat, one of the things Warhorse did is go all out on the cutscenes in this game. They're so much better.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
Make it count.
More brigades!
It is a little bit of an odd choice starting with Godwin, but it makes sense later on why they started it out this way. Alright, my friend. Load the crossbow by holding down this, and then you can aim and fire by pressing this. Let's make as many quality shots as we can here. Oh god, we shot right over his head. Idiot. Oh my god, we missed again.
Now you're finished.
Oh no. That's more crossbow bolts than I have.
Get ready! Godwin! Get over here with that crossbow and join the line. Die! Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for? Die, you fireman! Boy! Say! Stay covered!
Oh, that's the way to do it.
Get ready for another attack! This one's not bad! Oh, cool. That was close. Godwin, draw your sword and follow me! Fucking Wenceslas! Don't let them climb up! Knock it down! Bad luck. Got him!
Okay. Get him. There we go. Ladder. Gone. That's why you like to have those long halberds.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna fucking you that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the tower! Deliverance fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, don't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Now we get to some fun stuff.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Here we get to introduce some of the game stuff. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you'll have a choice of some of the options below that define how well you react. But beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options how to react, but be warned, the other party won't always believe you. What's neat is later on you can get a perk that'll tell you the numbers that you have versus their numbers, so you know whether you're going to succeed or not. I love having that perk. So let's see.
We want to negotiate an alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place, as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
It's a hell of a start to the game. They really go out of their way with
Come on,
that
fellas.
first
Camp
cutscene.
here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
They're really trying to show you how much better this game is than the first one, and they do a great job with it. Welcome to Hardcore Mode, immersive gameplay mode with mainly influences your user interface and the way you navigate the world. Then Hardcore Mode, the difficulty of the game is influenced by the negative perks you've chosen. You can see their effect anytime in the character tab. Navigation, you can't see cardinal directions on your compass, and quest markers only appear when you're really close. And the big difference is the compass here in this game does not have little things on it, little lines and such that allow you to see directions. So in the old game, there was a very specific pattern that kind of looked like Batman wings when you were facing east, and they always appeared when you were facing east. So at the very minimum, you could figure out east and then everything else from there. Not so in this game. It's just blank. So you really have to figure things out. Combat and survival, your health and stamina bars are hidden in hardcore mode, and you have to rely on sight and sound to orient yourself. And of course, you don't see your combat rosette or perfect block and riposte indicators. So you can't see your position on the map, so you'll have to use your surroundings to find your way around. But if you're lost, you can always ask someone where you are. Just walk up to them, use left alt and ask, and they will tell you, it'll show you the map, and it'll show you a little red dot where you are. So that's nice. And that is if you didn't choose the bashful perk, of course, then you can't do that. And even in hardcore mode, this has a lot of really nice auto saves. Mutt, what's going on, Mutt?
Henry, call off that damn dog before he wolfs down
What's
the
all the
last
fuss
of our
about,
mates.
Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Yes, it was. Mutt, you need some food? We're going to need food too. Although this isn't going to last us very long. Let's see, Mutt. Do we have anything that looks... Oh, cheap wine. Now, here's our character screen. Player menu, general information. Divided into 6 sections, etc., etc. All this stuff from the first game, but the really nice part is that you have 3 outfits now, and you can see whether a weapon is equipped or an item of clothing is equipped based on the 3 shields there. Red, yellow, green. That's the 3 different outfits. So you can tell if it's equipped on just your yellow outfit or your green outfit or your red outfit. I love that we have 3 outfits now. It was much needed. I wish the first game had it as well. Head protection. You must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, your gambeson under your chest armor, quilted hose under your leg armor. So you have to have these things on in order to wear armor. You can create 3 outfits. Like I said, that's fantastic. And you can switch the outfits very easily. So all of that is really wonderful. Henry's nourishment is at 99. He doesn't need anything. You can see how he's got everything equipped right now. So Pooch, what else do we have? Anything else? We got some horseback. We got some bread rolls. You're gonna like meat a lot better than bread, but how about this? You can praise him and feed him. Talk to Capon.
Here, Mutt.
Oh, we don't have any food that's acceptable to you. So
You silly Mutt.
I don't know if there's any meat around here anywhere. I don't see any. So we'll have to feed you later, Mutt. Alright. Let's talk to Capon.
Henry. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Alrighty then. Equip our helmet. Training longsword. Let's go.
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Nah, don't worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again, that... Well, not even a dog would eat.
I never knew you were such a gourmet. All right, let's go. A bit of sword play will give you an appetite. Let's start.
Henry,
Draw
go
your
ahead.
sword.
Hang on, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way. What are you doing? Cover! Cover, for Christ's sake!
Defend yourself, Henry, or his lordship will kill you.
Good!
Cover.
Nice! That's the way! Good!
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry.
Flash of blades.
Pretty good. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Sweet. You've got to block the strike first. Sweet. You have to block first. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Good riposte. Nice, Henry. Not like that. Nice. Was too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Off to a good start.
How did he do that? Come on, Henry!
His face contortions are funny. I love the immersive mode of not having the rosette and being able to see your stamina. And it kind of goes gray as you start to get tired.
See that, fellas?
Come on.
I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So it's much more sword fighty in this game, the back and forth and stuff like that. And of course, then having a Master Strike, which works completely differently in this game from how it did in the first one. I really like that change a lot.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
I like how they do this, giving you a couple of bonus points based on your responses to stuff like this.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Skalitz after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So, we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my brace.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
You know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
I feel all of Henry's frustration with Hans. For sure.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
This seems like a bad idea. You gotta wonder what Hans's endgame was here.
Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Like you're just gonna pop out of the reeds without your clothes on, just your breeches, and be like, hey, wanna have a good time? That's for sure gonna turn him on.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hmm?
It works.
What is this racket here?
I love that they added this to the game. Something that existed in the Far Cry series, and it's really nice to have that for distracting people. I just need to remember to use it more often. Lead the way, Maestro. This was your idea.
We'll go even closer, but careful.
Na poli na chvilku rozhalila košilku, vidět byl jen kousek, báby křižujou se, aleluja Domine, aleluja Domine. Pána je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, ty jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja Domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Oh, fucking God, you're
That's a tough way to go. When you were there, telling Hans not to do that.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, these horses, quick!
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
This went from bad to worse very quickly, didn't it? These two.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up.
So you say.
So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Naked with only your breeches
There's someone
on?
in front of us! Down!
It's gotta feel like a million miles away.
Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on.
Be careful.
You
Step
watch this
behind
side of the
me.
rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails, everything.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get
you
to
want us
it!
to think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe, but I still can't see a bloody thing.
It's funny because you can recognize a lot of those voices from the first game.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
This is bad all the way around.
I played dice against
They're
Lefty
coming
yesterday.
here! Stand
Couldn't
still!
you be keeping watch instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead
Run,
somewhere on
quick.
the bank, not here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from there.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
They're fleeing into the rocks! Hurry!
This is where it gets a little touchy here. Where are you going? Come on, Hans. We gotta get out of here.
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Come on, buddy.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
This is trouble. Go this way. No. Oh no.
Oh, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him.
It's very bad. Very, very bad situation.
Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Oh, great.
Now you're gonna get it! Fuck that!
Come on, Henry. Take this guy down.
No, you don't.
Oh, God, thank God. Did the dog save us or get us killed?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Ah! Fuck. Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
You,
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Walter.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
No.
Together, you'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I let them all down.
You never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here. Come on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're... That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Scallops. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
About worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall, but lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries. You have no choice but to recover and regain them, and gradually later in the game. So this is how they get you to kind of reset back to lower level, which I think is a smart way to do it. Progress is part of the fun part of these games. All right, Henry, my man, we are bleeding. This is no good. Bandages. And get yourself a tunic. Let's see, how much does eating out of a pot give you in hardcore? We're at 25 nourishment. Let's see what that does for us.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
What does one bite of that get us? Oh, not much, like 7 points. Does eating some more give us? Diminishing returns, I think.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Full belly. Yes, it is. Okay, and then you can't eat anymore. He's at 53. Alright, that's cool. Let's go wash ourselves off here. Henry, my man, and grab this stuff. Oh, yes, food. And some weak saver schnapps. The game automatically saves during important moments or when you quit and use the save and quit option. But the thing about the save and quit is it deletes itself after you load it. So if you were to die, you could go back to an even earlier save. So you never want to rely on that. She has a doggy here.
I feel like a new man.
Alright, we're going to want some of this. So we should just pick it now. Gonna have to do some potion making. And a marigold deduction would be. Or decoction. Somebody was correcting me the other day in the comments and I can't remember how it's supposed to be pronounced. We'll make one and we'll pronounce it correctly. What do we have over here? Blind compass at the top of the screen. It will help you orient yourself in the world. In hardcore mode, you won't see cardinal directions, and you can notice how there's no real lines there. There's something that kind of looks like the continent of Africa right there, but if you spin around 180 degrees, it's also there, so I don't know if that's east and west, but it's designed to... They did a better job in this game of trying to make it so that you can't just use the compass to figure out where you're at. Alright, Bojana, is there any good herbs down here? Can't remember. There's a porky pig rooting around, though. Okay, let's go see
Feeling
here.
a bit peckish.
Oh, let's just eat some food here. Cheese is worth 26. Like that. There's a hare running backwards. They are disciples of Michael Jackson. Bojana.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
I wouldn't necessarily bury him near the water, but oh well. All right. Oh yeah, there he is. Does he have anything useful on him? Got a torch. Excellent. He has a hunting sword.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Excellent. Okay, what else does he got? He's got a couple of things. He's got a couple of decent items. He's got a hunter's belt, a worn gambeson. Yeah, we'll just take all that. All right, let's grab him. And walk him out here past Mr. Happy Hog.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough. May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
No kidding. Alright, let's go find some herbs. We're good at that. If Henry can navigate jumping up here. Oh yeah, we're gonna get hungry a lot more frequently, aren't we? Wow. Okay. That's cool. Too bad you can't use those to make something with. Onions and carrots. So she said out this back door. There goes the jackrabbit. The hare.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
So if you're careful with your eyes, you can find some belladonna along the way. We'll be able to make some Savior schnapps. And if we had a bow and arrow, we could shoot this elk. There's a bunch of nettle up here, though. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. Because you need the nettle and the belladonna, and really you need nettle for a lot of potions. A lot of different kinds of potions, so. There's your sage.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
Unlike the prior game, I don't have any mods installed for this one. So that's why he has to pick everything individually. With a cutscene. That's how the first game does it too.
Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
We want to take a second to look around and see if we can find any more belladonnas. Because there's some right over here. I hear mutt. Or a dog. Is it our mutt that's barking? Let's go find out.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand.
Oh, brother. Okay. Time to be armed. Using your belt and pouch, you can put items in there. We don't have a lot of stuff here. Let's see, I don't want to die. Let's use this now.
Is there any foul play?
Some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knight's company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Well, that helped.
The devil take it. That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
And they did a fine job even improving some of the alchemy, which I liked.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench.
So we'll take a look at this potion here.
First,
What does it have
to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Decoction.
And remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
It needs wine. Then you need the chamomile to boil for 1 turn. Grind the sage, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. So 2 chamomiles for 1 turn. Grind the sage and add it, and then pour. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
You get good at this part, then you don't have to use the sand glass.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
We do need to sleep, but the first thing I need to do is make some more potions. Don't have a lot of belladonna, so we kind of got to make it work. You can do the sand glass if you want to, but you really don't have to. Because in this case, if you just want to take the time to grind this, if you want to add the ingredients and then grind it, that's basically 2 turns. And the other thing is, you don't want to do the bellows and boil it unless the recipe explicitly says boil with the bellows. That's the only time you actually want to use the bellows. And there we go. Save your schnapps.
I left that belladonna on the fire too long, I reckon.
Oh, did you really? Yeah, that's because we took a little bit of time to actually turn the hourglass. That costs you some seconds there. So you kind of want to stop it before it gets to the bottom. All right, what we need to do is make marigold. We have a bunch of this marigold and nettle. And it's real similar to the belladonna potion. You need to take the primary ingredient here, 2 handfuls, and grind it. So if you want, you can always, if you want to grind this while this is simmering, this is the best way to do it. Grind it and then put it in the dish. And then you can take this off the cauldron. I'm going to have boiled that for too long, but because I started too late. But when you start to get it down to science, then you can make Henry Savior Schnapps when you get the right perk, and that'll give you a bunch of it, and it'll be high quality.
Did I boil those nettles too long?
Yes, you did, and that's all right. And my advice is after you've used up all your belladonna and you can't make any more, to just finish making marigold potions. Because you're going to need them to heal with after bad battles. And the interesting thing with the way this game does it compared to the prequel is that your ingredients are going to go bad over time, but you can dry them in a drying rack at any point in time that you want to. And if you dry them in a drying rack, if you still want to be able to make Henry's version of a potion, which is the best quality version of a potion you can, all you need to do is have the primary ingredient be pristine and fresh, and then you can use the other ingredients can be dried, and it works out just fine. And it might not even be the primary ingredient. It might just be 1 ingredient out of like 3 if you got a 3 ingredient potion. Just one of them has to be fresh, and it'll work. You gained a new perk, the Lab Dweller. We'll have to see what all that's about in a minute. One thing that they did that I thought was cool with this is with the right perks and being able to make Henry quality potions, you can get up to 6 potions per one brewing. So it's a lot less tedious than it was in the first game. We are done. We can rest for the night. Henry is a little hungry. And he's very sleepy. Or is it possible we can't eat from the pot right now? Okay. Is there any other food here? No? What do we have on us? Oh, we got a couple apples. Alright, my friends. Where are we sleeping here? Where are we sleeping?
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along. And we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
We have perk points we're going to need to spend.
Bunch of nobles that my father appointed to decide when I... Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
We want the good food over here, the bread and the bacon.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Tarnberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
And with that, episode 1 comes to a close. I know it's on the long side, but this really feels like the appropriate place to conclude it at the closing of the prologue. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me and watching the series. This is one hell of a game, and there's a lot of fun moments ahead. As always, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below, and I will see you next time, and until then, happy gaming, everyone.